Hey you guys, I watched 24 films in August of 2024, just last month. I'm catching up to September. Today's September 30th, so I got to do a monthly movie recap of September. But now let's talk August. 24 films to talk about, guys. Check it out. First film I watched was a thriller, kind of a horror movie. This is a M. Night Shyamalan. Hopefully I pronounced that right, starring Josh Hartnett. I'm here for the Josh Hartnett Renaissance, guys. The Faculty is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's good to see him in this movie and also in the latest Christopher Nolan film, Oppenheimer. And he was also in a Jason Statham movie. I forgot what that was called. But man, so Trap, I'll give it 3 stars out of 5. 3 stars is a recommendation for me. I think it's solid, man. It held my attention. I was into it. It's definitely a lot of tense moments. You're always trying to figure out how is this guy going to get out of this mess that he's in. Is he as bad as this movie is telling you that he is? Are the cops right on his behind? Is he going to get away? So there's a little... I didn't even know the pop star in this movie was the daughter of M. Night Shyamalan. Lady Raven is the character. So it's like there's some like nepotism possibly involved, you know what I'm saying? So, but hey man, I think Josh Hartnett, he can hold a film down on his own. He proves it here. He has some good facial tics in this movie. I wanted to point that out. So if you want a tense thriller, man, check out Trap. It's not going to make my top 10 of the year of 2024 films. Yeah, but it's good, man. It's worth the time. I will say that a celebrity and the police are heroes at the end of the day. That's kind of, I don't really like that, but whatever, man. Movies don't have to send a strong message and be dangerous all the time. So, movie number 2 is a family favorite. The 1988 horror comedy, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, guys. 4.5 stars out of 5. Like you got Edie McClurg. We know her from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. She has a good role here. The iconic Cassandra Peterson stars as Elvira. Daniel Green, man, he's in a lot of B movies. He stars as the love interest here. But man, I watched this growing up way too young. My mom always had it on, and you know I shouldn't have been watching this because there's so many innuendos. It's sexual, and it's a horror movie too. And I never got the innuendos until an adult. So the movie is definitely hilarious. So many one-liners, guys, and it's just it looks good. It's colorful. The horror vibes, the aesthetics are good and fun, man. Really enjoy Elvira, guys. As far as horror comedies, it's in the top 10 all time. So 4.5 stars out of 5. Highly recommend. Movie number 3, Lethal Weapon. So, man, I always rated this like 5 stars, but this watch kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. I hated the opening titles, that stupid Christmas song, man. It was like nails on a chalkboard. That kind of set the tone for me, but guys, this is like one of, if not the buddy cop movie. I really love how they're not getting along to start. You know, Martin Riggs is going through shit. Danny Glover is just kind of miserable in his own way, getting old. He's got a family, daughters to, you know, and just handling all that. So, you got Gary Busey, psychopath. I really love Ed O'Ross, I believe his name is. He plays a small role, and he's just, I like when he yells, dude. Really cool dude. Tom Atkins, Michael Hunsaker. And yeah, dude, so it's not a comedy, but there's definitely comedy bits that I laughed at. The chemistry is off the charts between these two, Danny Glover, Mel Gibson. Definitely one of the best duos to put to screen, guys. So maybe I was a little harsh on that 3.5, but yeah, I say watch it. Definitely recommend Lethal Weapon. Holds up today. All right, so one of if not my favorite 2024 film this year is Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. This is a Hong Kong movie starring Louis Koo, Raymond Lam, Terrence Lau, Tony Wu. And Sammo Hung, iconic Hong Kong director, martial artist, actor. He also plays a decent role in this one. Aaron Kwok's a big Canto Pop star. He's in here for a little bit. Guys, maybe a little bit too much CGI for my taste. I love Hong Kong cinema so much. That's like my favorite genre. And in the 80s and 90s, man, there's no CGI. It's like all practical effects, but it's fine. You know, there's still tons of practical effects that are awesome. And I mean, filming Kowloon Wall City, this is a terrifying place to live in. I think like it got demolished in the 80s, but it was like the most densely populated place on Earth. 50,000 people in this like one freaking city block, guys. Crammed up in this tight hallways, electrical wires running everywhere. Just really scary place to be if you live there. But of course you're gonna have to use CGI, right? Because like you can't reconstruct a whole little city like that. And some of the fights do have CGI, but it's totally believable. But it is like kind of a there's like an action cinematics. There's like stuff that's kind of like, okay, well that's not gonna happen in real life kind of thing, you know? Like there's a villain that just kind of like can't be defeated in a certain way, so it's like, all right, it's a little make believe. But freaking awesome, guys. Marvel movies ain't got shit on Hong Kong cinema, Asian cinema in general. So this might be my film of the year, guys. Please watch it. It's probably not showing in theaters anymore. It got a limited release. So loved that one. So Traitor is the next film. This is starring Don Cheadle. It's kind of like a post 9/11 pro surveillance state. So I'm kind of I'm on the left, guys, so I should be trashing movies like this. But hey, man, if I had fun, I had fun. That's what matters most. Guy Pearce also stars Neil McDonough, the most blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy you can imagine. Jeff Daniels is also in this. But a lot of twists and turns, guys. It keeps you guessing. Great roller coaster ride, especially the last third. So I would definitely recommend Traitor just to sit back and watch, but don't take it too seriously, guys. It's kind of like anti-Arab, anti-Islam, you know what I mean? So you just kind of make them out to be all terrorists, and it's like, well, we got to spend all this money on the surveillance state kind of shit, you know? But it was entertaining. So next movie is Lenny. This is starring Dustin Hoffman as the legendary comedian Lenny Bruce. Don't know too much about the other cast in here, but man, this movie looks really good in black and white. Well shot, cinematography is really good. It's directed by Bob Fosse, 1974. But man, it just free speech is important. That's kind of the theme of the movie. You'll laugh. Some light bulbs will go off in your head. It makes you think, and I gave it 4 stars out of 5. Great performance by Dustin Hoffman. Definitely take a look at that. One Fast Move. This is this movie kind of surprised me, man. My friends at Right Brain Studios, Right Brain TV, they're a streaming site, and one of their buddies kind of, I wouldn't say he tried his darndest to make it big, and he scored a director's role. And it's a motorcycle racing movie, and he loves racing, guys, but he's trying to make it from the ground up. And Edward James Olmos co-stars. It's good to see him still kicking, doing his thing. Maya Raficho. She kind of does a little too hard acting, guys. It's kind of funny because she like bites her lip a lot. It's a little too much, but she's cute, man. I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but maybe I am. But the motorcycle, they could have done more explaining like how motorcycle racing works. What do you need to do to get better, and like how do you take corners? When do you slow down? When do you take over? You know what I mean? I wish they had more of that on how motorcycle racing works. But hey, man, it's a good rags to riches kind of story. It's like a sports movie, you know? So, I don't know too many good motorcycle movies, do you? I say give it a shot. 3.5 stars out of 5. I recommend it. 2 thumbs up. Alright, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. I'm late to the party, guys. I feel like all the Mission Impossible movies are a good time. Great movie to watch with my dad at the time. How can you not be entertained, guys? Got a good stacked cast. Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell. Bing Rames is back. Simon Pegg is back. Ilsa Faust, Rebecca Ferguson's back. Deep Dish Jimmy, what's up? Thank you for lurking. Esai Morales, dude, I think he was the dude. He's been around since the 80s, man. He was in La Bamba. Palm Clementif, I can't really pronounce her name. She's an excellent stunt woman. Henry Cersney, he was in the very first Mission Impossible. But hey, man, action-packed. Christopher McQuarrie and Tom Cruise deliver once again. Great stunts, man. There's some good hand-to-hand combat, I have to say. But this is definitely a must-watch action movie. 4.5 stars out of 5. Next movie is a 2024 movie, Alien Romulus. I gave this movie 3.5 stars out of 5, but you know what I'm going to do right now? You're going to watch it live right now. Edit my review. We're pushing this down to 2. I'm pissed off. The more I think about Alien Romulus, the more pissed I get. You know what I'm going to say? Update. We can't let Disney get away with this. Get away with this. Nostalgia baiting. Downgrading from 3.5 to 2 stars. Saving. But guys, I'm telling you, they try and call back like to all the previous Alien movies. Like, you're just gonna directly quote previous movies. Like, that's just not cool, man. Like, the more I think about this movie, the more pissed off I get. But it's like, I was entertained, man. I watched it like IMAX, you know. The theater experience is so much better, dude. No matter what you think, man. Like, watching it on a TV, okay, whatever. You know, I'm sure you'll like it, but it's like, it was a good time. But it's like, the more I just think about it, the more I get mad. We can't let Disney do this nostalgia bait, man. They were doing it with freaking Deadpool Wolverine. So, yeah, man. Just too many callbacks. And watch it for yourself, form your own opinion. But I am downgrading Alien Romulus to 2 stars. So, Witchboard. This is a 1980s horror movie. This is dealing with spirituality, a Ouija board, ghost kind of stuff, you know. And, got a cough. Excuse me. I give this 3 stars out of 5. This cast I know nothing about. Stephen Nichols, Tony Kitaen, Todd Allen. But it's really funny to watch these people communicate with someone. Just that whole act of like they ask a question and like the thing like spells out what they're trying to say. And there's a little mystery here. Who's killing people? Who's behind all this, you know? So the supporting characters were pretty poor. I want to say that, guys. But hey, man, you need a good a Ouija board movie need a horror movie for next month, guys. Tomorrow's October 1st. Maybe put Witchboard on your list, guys. I found this available for streaming. 3 stars out of 5. Alright, next movie. I rented this from We Love Video in Austin, Texas. One of 2 places where you can still rent movies, guys. My girlfriend and I were going through the whole sci-fi section from A to Z. And Iborgs. We just had to pick this up, guys. Only 2 stars out of 5. It was almost so bad it's good, but not quite. Really poor CGI, guys. Definitely not the best looking movie. Danny Trejo plays a supporting character, but dude, the AI is up everyone's ass in this. Like, the And then they have like tiny robots that are fucking people up pretty much. If you get out of line, you witness something you're not supposed to. So it's okay, guys. I don't have much else to say about it. But maybe if you're stoned or inebriated, you might find Iborg's funny. But I can't give it a full recommendation. Aha! This is a so bad it's good right here. Belly of the Beast. This is Seagal had a decent run in the early 90s. Under Siege, Marked for Death, etc. But this is kind of a so bad it's good. And the action's good because it's got a I believe a Hong Kong director behind it, Tony Ching Su Tung. But man, Steven Seagal is mailing it in with the acting, like he always does, guys. But I gotta say, man, the action's pretty good. There's some moments Seagal tries to fight, and they really try and do their best to like cut and like shoot it to where, because this motherfucker is not a real martial artist, guys. He thinks he is, but he's not. And he's kind of a shitty guy off screen, okay? So this channel, we don't fuck with Steven Seagal. But hey, man, you want a good time? So bad it's good. You want to laugh at an action movie? Check this Belly of the Beast out, guys. Check that movie out. Alright, Life After Fighting. This is one of the best 2024 films, guys. This is a film from Australia, directed by, starring in the lead role, Bren Foster. It's got a pretty good, thrilling story, guys. This took a route I did not know it was gonna go, but this guy owns, like a martial arts school for like adults and kids, you know. But he meets a certain guy and he kind of says a few things to him, and he took it personally. And he goes apeshit, guys. But outstanding martial arts, outstanding action, guys. The sound design too. None of that rapid, fast edit cutting stuff that's ruining action films today. At least the mainstream ones, you know. People might think it's too long, but I thought the 2 hours was a pretty good runtime for this. I just thought, man, the action's too good to ignore. So 4.5 stars out of 5. Watch Life After Fighting. This is in my top 5 2024 films. Absolutely. And next film, we've got Snake Eyes. Guys, this is a teenage favorite. I grew up with this. One of the first DVDs I ever owned. It had that black plastic snap on the front, guys. This is Brian De Palma. He is a master of the thriller genre. Nicolas Cage, excellent lead role. One of my favorite acting roles, actually. Gary Sinise, Carla Gugino, John Hurd, rest in peace. Kevin Dunn's also in this. Luis Guzman, man, he's good at everything. But great cinematography, guys. Love the way it looks. De Palma is really good with the camera, but it's got some twists and turns as well. It's kind of like a whodunit, who's good, who's bad, and you're trying to figure out like who was behind this like assassination of this congressman over here. I think he was a senator, but it was a murder during a boxing match, pretty much. So really good stuff, guys. Snake Eyes from '98 holds up. I recommend it. Okay, so I watched Tekken. Everybody I said that I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna watch Tekken. They're like, why? What's wrong with you? What are you watching Tekken for? Well, dude, it's got a good director, Dwight H. Little, on it, and I just wanted to form my own opinion. Like, come on, man, let me watch a video game movie, and it wasn't a total piece of trash. The action, guys, the action choreography is done by Cyril Raffaelli. He's a French stuntman, martial artist. He's in one of my childhood favorites, Kiss of the Dragon. Great skill, guys, and the action's not bad. The martial arts are not bad in this, and that's what made me watch it from beginning to end. But the story is stupid, the acting's horrible, it's just not a good film overall. But hey, man, you're watching a movie called Tekken, and the fighting's actually decent. So, I can't recommend it, but I give it 2 out of 5. Alright, so if you like Tekken, guys, you like martial arts, maybe check Tekken out. RoboCop 3 was the next film I watched. Man, my voice is going bad. Hard being a streamer. So I liked RoboCop 1 and 2. 5 stars, then 4 stars. This one, 2.5 stars. Um, it's just they're trying to recapture the magic, and they're not evolving. They're not evolving the genre or the films here. So I can't. It's just not as great as the first two, man. I mean, it's asking a lot to top those, but. And also, it doesn't have the original actor, Peter Weller, you know. There's some questionable decisions in the plot line. I can't spoil too much, guys. But they're just really trying to do the same shit over again. I do like how there's like guerrilla fighters this time. And they're using tunnels to like fight back at the evil corporation. They're underground, you know. And I like watching that. People trying to... I like movies that have some solidarity, you know. And yeah, so Rip Torn, man, there's some pretty good stop motion practical effects, but dude, the gunfights are piss poor. That's what pissed me off about this. That's the weakest point, man. There's like barely any blood squibs. You don't see people wounded, you know. It's just like people standing there shooting. The gunplay was the worst part, the action. So, maybe check it out, but 2.5 stars out of 5. Next movie is Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is a prison movie. Kind of, Jean-Claude goes undercover as a policeman, and he's trying to track why are people dying in this specific prison, in this jail. And there's a mystery to be solved, guys. So the plot story is actually pretty good. And the action's alright. Jean-Claude is more of a gymnast, kind of. I wouldn't really call him a martial artist, you know. So, you know, he shows off his kicks like he likes to do. But you've got a good cast. Robert Guillaume, I can't really pronounce that. Patrick Kilpatrick, he plays a character, villain actor in like every movie. Art LaFleur is cool. So, yeah, man. I enjoyed this action suspense thriller, I would call it. From 1990. 3 stars out of 5. And next movie is The Killer, guys. This is one of the most hyped movies with Action Twitter, the action people out there, because John Woo came back, guys. John Woo is directing another movie. I didn't like his previous effort, Silent Night, where the whole movie had like no dialogue, you know. But you know, I do give this one 3 out of 5. So, and Nathalie Emmanuel, man, she's a hottie. She holds it down in the lead role. Omar Sy is the French cop that she is an enemy at first, but it's kind of, I wouldn't call it a buddy cop movie because she's more of a hit woman. But they like team up to take down the bad guys. Sam Worthington plays an Irishman who's kind of like the fence. He tells her who to hit and stuff. So he's alright in this. And yeah, man, it's Checky Cario is also in it. I like him. He plays a great villain. But I think it's good gunplay, good action choreography, and it's an alright story, guys. So, and it ends with a bang. In every action movie, you know, you want it to end with the bang. So I wouldn't say John Woo's back, but this is a solid effort from him and the whole crew. Maybe in my top 15 of the year, 2024 movies. Alright, 40 Guns. I rented this from the library, guys. Don't forget to rent from your local library, guys. You can find tons of black and white foreign films, documentaries at your local library. But this is directed by Samuel Fuller. This is the second film I've seen from him. I watched a Pickup on South Street, I think it's called. Barbara Steinwick, Barry Sullivan, Dean Jagger, Star. Barbara Stanwyck, Barry Sullivan are probably the best acting performances in this. This is a Western, and Barbara Steinwyck has like 40 guns that she kind of rules the land with, but she's kind of a good person, but part of the people in the crew are not. And there's a new kind of gunslinger cop that comes, sheriff that comes to town, and he tries to set people straight. So, good story, guys. It's only like 80 minutes long. So I'm very poor on westerns, guys. I need to watch more westerns. This is a good one to start with. 4 stars out of 5. 40 Guns from 1957. Got 5 more movies left to talk about, guys. The Color of Money, directed by the God himself, Martin Scorsese. Guys, the cinematography in this, there's shots in this that I was creaming in my pants, man. I was like, oh my God, woo. I had a tuggle in my sweatpants or gym pants while I was watching this. Beautiful looking movie, so well shot, guys. It's got a good score. You've got a trio of actors here. Paul Newman, Tom Cruise, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. They are killing it in this, guys. You've also got a great supporting cast. Helen Shaver, John Turturro, among others, aka Bill Cobbs. But, man, just, it's so well shot, guys. And it's about pool. It's about billiards. It's about gambling and hustling people. It's a road movie, too. God, don't you guys love a good people on the road, staying at motels, bonding, getting into fights? Really like The Color of Money. This is one of a mainstream Martin Scorsese, and it's so much fun, guys. Kind of depressing at points too, because I can't spoil it, but yeah. All right, next movie, Running on Karma. Oh my God, this might be the best watch of the month, guys. Of best watch of August. 5 stars out of 5. Johnny To is a prolific Hong Kong director, guys. I can't speak praises of him enough. This is starring Andy Lau, one of the biggest Hong Kong stars. He's a canto pop star. Cecilia Chung, she's a hottie. And them two tear up the screen, guys. Andy Lau's wearing a fat suit, not a fat suit, a muscle suit for most of the movie. And it's also hilarious, too. There's a moment in the middle of the movie. Can't spoil it, but my girlfriend and I had to rewind it like 3 or 4 times. We were on the floor pissing our pants. So, it's kind of a cop police procedural as well. There's a murder on the loose they're trying to track. And there's also like a message about, kind of about him being a monk living in a capitalistic society. And his ego. And yeah, dude, 5 stars out of 5. Johnny To's best movie. This isn't available for streaming, kind of hard to track down, but if you can, please watch it. I loved that one. A Scene at the Sea, guys. So, I had been up late night drinking. I couldn't go to sleep. I put on one of my favorite comfort movies. And I bawled my eyes out. I can't explain really why this movie does it to me, but it does. It's just such a chill, sad, beautiful, happy movie. This is directed by Takeshi Kitano. He's one of the greatest Japanese directors out there, guys. And yeah, dude, this is directed. It was 1991. And it's such a beautiful looking film. It's moving, and it's just, damn, it's so good. I'm just gonna cry thinking about it, y'all. This should be available to stream, guys, but you've got to watch this. Just put it on, vibe out. The soundtrack is Joe Hisashi. He did all the Studio Ghibli movies and Takeshi Kitano films. Beautiful score, guys. Oh my God. I cried so much, and I still do every time I put it on. So, 2 more movies to talk about. The Batman, I also rented this from the library. I've been putting this off for so long. I just was not hyped to see this, dude. I don't know. It's directed by Matt Reeves from 2022. Very brooding, slow-paced. The slow pace didn't really bother me. I'm totally cool with that, sitting back and watching them cook. But they didn't really cook too much, man. The ending is so poor, man. He just slaps some people around and the movie's over. It was so such a poor, unthrilling ending, guys. The best part of this movie, though, is Colin Farrell um, as Penguin Oswald Copperpot. He is relishing. He loves the role he's given to him. He's eating it up, guys. It's got a good cast, man. Paul Dano, John Turturro, Andy Serkis. I love Robert Pattinson for show. Zoe Kravitz, she's really pretty. But like, yeah, dude, like Jeffrey Wright's like, oh, like another riddle. What the hell does this mean? And Batman steps in. Well, okay, could it be this one? He's like, oh, okay. And it's like, whatever. Like the riddles are just like, my friend Patrick Schrader, my friend streamer. He's like, yeah, dude, like these riddles are bullshit. It's so easy to solve, you know. The movie, the vibes are all right. The movie looks all right. The action's okay. Just not spectacular, guys. I wanted more. I can't recommend Batman. 2.5 stars out of 5. Last movie of August 2024. My voice is giving out. I haven't even streamed an hour, guys. What the fuck? You know, I've never seen Airplane. First time watching Airplane. And it's got multiple directors behind it. Jim Abrams, Jerry Zucker, and David Zucker. Zucker brothers. I think they did Basketball, the other parody movie. But hey, man, it's kind of racy. It's very the comedy might not hold up today. You can't make a movie like this kind of thing. Like there's a kid that's like, I like my coffee black just like my man or boys. I'm like, wow, this like kid doesn't even look like she's in middle school, you know. But dude, Robert Stack, I love his voice. Jonathan Banks is in this from Breaking Bad. I don't remember that. But dude, you gotta love that deadpan comedy from Leslie Nielsen and folks here. I mean, my girlfriend loves it, and I was sold, man. I'm a believer in Airplane. I was hesitant at first. I was like, this ain't gonna hold up. I'm not gonna find it's too old. But I give it 4 stars out of 5, man. Great time. I laughed quite a bit. There you go, guys. So 24 films watched last month in August. So I hope most of them, I think there was like 3 or 4 in there. I didn't rate more than 3 stars or more. So tons of movies to recommend to you guys. It really warms my heart if you guys watch these. Ones I recommend to you, you know, there's no better feeling than that, right? People coming back to you, be like, man, the one you recommended, I loved it, man. This is what I liked. This is what I don't agree with you with on. So yeah,